probably play like that was kind of like my breakout game, if you want to say that.
Welcome to Wired to the Game. What's up, y'all? Y'all are wired in with the homie EJ. Today's guest is the number three player in WV class of 28. He is all Canal Valley Rookie of the Year. He's super underrated in my opinion. A big part of GW season this year, the homie Dominic.
What's up? What's up?
Not much, man. How you been, man?
I've been good. I've been good. Just got back from practice, so yeah, it's been good.
Mm. All right, so how was your first year playing at George Washington?
To me, I mean, it was really everything that I wanted it to be. I mean, coming in, I worked so hard, so I didn't expect it to be as big as it was, but I knew I was capable of doing that. So to me, I mean, it was pretty much everything I wanted. So playing for Green, making it to the state championship, coming short, but I mean, still, it was overall still a great year. So yeah.
Mm. So, all right, so how was it playing in the state tournament?
It was it was pretty crazy to be honest. I mean, especially the first game because the first game was in the morning, so all the students were there. So that game was crazy. The other two weren't as packed for me, it felt like, but I mean, the court is crazy. It's so bright. It's like everything is everything. You can hear everything, but you can't at the same time. It's kind of like blurred in your mind. So like it was a surreal experience. So I hope that I can play there the next 3 years. So
All right, so obviously you're a freshman. So how was it? What was the big difference in your opinion from playing middle school to high school?
uh for me, I'm gonna be it's it's mainly like the just the conditioning it takes to play. At middle school, you can kind of be lackadaisical, kind of just go out and just play like kind of like it's AAU. But for high school, like the one big thing for me was I couldn't get my legs under my shot just because my legs were so tired from all the running and all the stronger players. So I couldn't jump as high, I couldn't shoot. All my shots were short at the beginning of the season, especially in practice. So the big difference is mainly just the conditioning and just the work overall that it takes to play.
All right, so how was it that you were able to be such a crucial part of GW's run this year to the States?
To me, I honestly don't think it was a lot of me personally. It was mainly my teammates. They took me in as a freshman, and they really just they showed me like they risked some of their own playing time just so I could be successful because they just helped me so much, getting me ready every single day and doing all of the little things, making me feel welcome coming in from JA. So that's a big thing of what I'm trying to do with the freshmen coming up right now is just make them feel welcome because if whenever I felt welcome on the team and I felt like I deserved to be there and I had a place because of them, it really made it easier for me to be such a crucial part of the team just because I felt confident and comfortable and they trusted me to shoot the shots that I took and make the plays that I did. So it's really just my teammates, to be honest. They helped me and they led me to be where I am. So yeah.
All right, so what is the goal for next year?
I mean, state championship. I mean, this it's really as simple as that. I mean, especially with how no one expected us to be what we were this year. I mean, nobody expected us to go to the state championship. Um, and that's just simple as that. So next year, obviously. Uh, I I mean state championship. That's really all I can say. There's kind of two words to that. It's just championship. That's all I've been thinking about.
So who was the toughest player you hit this year during your high school season?
Oh, that's a good question. Uh, um, I'm gonna say Xander Carter out of Ashland for sure. I mean, he's like 6'7", can can do everything, can shoot, can score. And I was actually matched up against him for our first game. I didn't start that game, but I still, whenever I went in, I guarded him. So, I mean, Yeah, I'm pretty sure he won like the Kentucky region for his thing. He won that award. So yeah, definitely Xander Carter out of Ashland.
Mm. So who was the toughest team you played?
It's either Ash Spring Mills. I'm gonna go with Spring Mills just because Ashland. Whenever we played them, we lost to them two times during the season. They were really good. I mean, they were everything that you want out of a team, big, could shoot. But Spring Mills was just tough. Like the entire game, it kind of felt like they were controlling it until the very end. I felt good, but they were kind of controlling the game the entire time just because their guards are good. They have really small, shifty guards as well as 6'7" Caleb Thomas and I don't remember the other kid's name, but he was really tall. So definitely Spring Mills for sure, just because they're bigs, they're guards, and how big and athletic they were.
Mm. So what do you think is an underrated part of your game that nobody really looks at?
I think an underrated part. I'm gonna say my defense because I'm known for like my shooting, but I feel like I'm I'm a really good defender, and nobody really knows that. I every single time whenever I'm playing a team, I really feel like the guy that I'm guarding doesn't usually score on me. So if I'm matched up one on one against them, I really I take pride in my defense. So I really don't want anyone to just score on me back to back to back. And if people do score on me, I feel like it's only once or twice maybe. And usually because of our defense just formula at George Washington, we have a lot of help side. So usually the guy I'm guarding, even if he blows by me, uh, because that happens, there'll be help side there. So yeah, I would say my defense.
Mm. So college coaches are already looking at you as a freshman. What does that bring any pressure to you, kind of, to like to perform?
Uh, for me, I mean, obviously it does, just because I had such a good season. So now I do feel a little bit pressure to, perform as well as I did last season and even better. So it comes with pressure, but I mean, I'm always going to be ready for that. I've been working every single day. I know how good I am. So, I think I'll just kind of leave it up to my work and just I think everything will fall into place from there. So it does bring a little pressure though, just because you got to perform well, especially if coaches are watching. Then you got to perform. But I mean, for me, I know how good I am. I know how much work I put in, so I just kind of let the game come to me.
Mm. So like, all right. So you say it's a little pressure. What helps you kind of with that pressure, like to kind of cope with it, kind of?
Uh, what to help me cope? I mean, like I said, I kind of just let the game come to me. I mean, I don't really try to be too flashy. I know how much work I put in. I know how good I am. So I don't need to prove that to anyone. But what I can do is I can let the game come to me. I can control what I can control, my defense, my effort. I can control those things. And I know the scoring and then all the other stuff that comes with that will come to me naturally. So that's kind of just what I do. I just kind of let the game flow, just play basketball like I always know how to play. So
Mm. All right. So what? All right. So who's the toughest AAU player you played this year?
mm, honestly, I don't really know any of their names, but there was this team we played called Team Flight at our last tournament we played at. They had a really good shifty guard. We haven't any team we've played, I haven't really known any of their names, any of the big name teams that you would normally know. We played like All Ohio Red. They had a few really good players as well, but I really haven't played any team where I'm like the player really like shows out to me. Everyone knows who they are coming into the gym. So really, it was really just either this big from All Ohio Red or this little guard from Team Flight.
Mm. All right. So what's something that you think y'all need to work on for next year to win that state championship?
Um, I think what we do is for me, I think that we need to work on kind of the scoring aspect, to try to get more scoring involved. Because last year, we had Noah, Gale, me who would add points, Chuck, Jeff who would add points. But next year, I really think if we keep the same intensity we did last year, we bring it every single day in the summer. I think that with the team we have now, I really think we can make a run to the state championship. So I just think we need to keep the same intensity, keep working every day, and just really work on the scoring because we're putting kind of new offenses, testing things out. So I'm like what I'm seeing, and I think our offense is going to be a big part of the reason that we win it next year, is what obviously as well as our defense.
Hmm. So what? All right, so as a player, what is your goal, kind of?
For next year,
Yeah.
yeah, for me, I mean, obviously every player wants to be, I mean, all state. I mean, but I don't really think about personal goals. I kind of just think about team goals, and I think the personal goals will come. As long as I'm focusing on just trying to win a state championship for the team, I think all the personal goals will just fall in line. So
Mhm. So who? All right. So who do you think is a big part of your career so far?
for me, I mean, I'm just gonna say my parents, just because, I mean, especially my dad. My dad, he takes me literally every training, he signs me up for every training I do. Like and my mom as well. I mean, they pay for, sorry, they pay for, they pay for everything. They never ask questions. If I want to do something, they're there to take me. And it's been like that ever since I was a little kid playing. So they're always just there taking me to things, helping me. They never ask questions. If something goes bad, they'll never like look down on me in a bad way. They'll always try to lift me up and bring me up. So definitely both my mom and dad have played a huge, I mean, the biggest part of who I am today, as well as a basketball player.
So, all right. So, what is something that you think makes you appealing to a college coach's kind? Because, like, you already got them looking at you, kind of.
Um, I think what makes me appealing is not really the flashiness that comes with it. I think it's mainly more the trust and the fundamentals, as well as the grades in school. They can trust me. They can trust me to have good grades. And on the court, I think it's not really the flashy dunks or anything for me. It's more like they can trust me not to turn the ball over. They can trust me to play defense. They can trust me to hit a few shots. They can trust me to rebound. So I think that's what a lot of college coaches are looking for. So that's what I try to pride myself on to do every single game, is to try to just do the little things that no one else really wants to do, and to just do those things because I mean, everyone wants to cross someone over and dunk, but no one else wants to actually do the little things that are going to translate to a college game. So that's what I try to work on.
All right. So, what is something that you think makes G-Dub such a hard team to beat?
I mean, for me, especially last year, it was mainly our bench. I know, like, I was on the bench and I ended up coming in and starting later in the season, but our bench was 10 to 11 people deep last year. We had the same intensity coming whenever we brought the bench in from the starters. There was no down, there was no like fall off a cliff kind of thing. It was our bench is better than your starting five. So I think for me personally, I felt like um, our bench was just so deep and good. Like even during practice, we had some of the best practices ever last year, just because the bench five guys would play the starting varsity guys, and it'd be good play every single time. So definitely last year what made us hard to beat is, I mean, our bench every single time they went in the game, they're full energy, they're playing defense, they're just as good, if not as good as our varsity team. So it was really simple. Like you can't beat us just because our bench is so good, and we have we have five guys, six guys that we can bring off the bench for the starters. So. Oh yeah.
Mm. A bench do can change a game.
What'd you
I
say?
said a bench can change a game.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely can. Especially whenever you're bringing like I don't want to say it like this, but you're bringing in five guys that could beat the varsity guys on any given day. So whenever a bench comes in with that energy, like if the starters aren't playing good, the bench is playing good. If the bench isn't playing as well, the starters are playing good. So there's always going to be there's always going to be a unit that's playing good. And if there's two units that are playing bad, then we have our defense and the game will just come from there. But the bench, I mean, especially last year, because we had six, five guys coming off the bench. And if we would only bring like three guys, those fourth, fifth guys that were coming in, they've played varsity before. They know how to go in. Like they've played good minutes at varsity. So really, I think I think that's what's going to help us next year because we have so many guys that or like this upcoming year because we have so many guys that have already played varsity and know how to play in that type of environment. So yeah.
Mm. So I know you're more of a team player, but like in your opinion, what was the best game you've played, like individually?
Like last year for the season,
Yeah.
um, I think it was either the championship game or or the South Charleston game at home. I would honestly probably say the South Charleston game at home just because that was such a hype game and I probably play like that was kind of like my breakout game if you want to say that. Um, but yeah, the South Charleston game I hit like four threes and before that I was kind of my threes were kind of up and down. Like I wasn't like really shooting really well. Like I would hit one or two every game, but I would go like 2 for 5 or 2 for 6, which still isn't bad, but it's not as good as I know I can play. So whenever I hit those four threes for South Charleston, that really like gained my confidence. And I feel like after that game as well, I just played with so much more like confidence. I just felt better because I really needed that game to like help me and push me. So I would definitely say South Charleston game at home.
So would you say that was probably the most clutch game you've played in?
Um, Clutch. I want to say clutch because we kind of already had the game won at the beginning because our before I even went in, I think we were already up like 10 points. So the threes that I hit, we were kind of already up by a ton. So I don't think it was my most clutch game of the season. Just because we were already like whenever I hit like three threes in the fourth quarter, but we were already up by like 20 going into that. So I want to say that one is.
Mm. So what was the clutchest game you've played in your opinion?
I would say it's the Morgantown game at the Civic Center because I hit I hit two threes late in like the third quarter, which I didn't score in the fourth, but if I remember, it was 36-36 when I hit my second three of the game that gave me 10 points, I think. So when I hit that one, like they had all the momentum. I think they scored like seven or five straight. It was something like that. And the crowd was loud. We needed a bucket, and I came through and I hit the three to put us up 39-36. So I think that game I was just really good, but I was also my clutches I've ever been because I hit two big threes to keep us in the game and put us up over a large momentum swing that they had.
Tough. So all right, so what was probably the toughest game you played in?
The toughest game. I would like physical wise, like it was just like a rough, tough game. I would say Spring Mills just because they're so big, they're so athletic. So it was definitely tough to get any bucket at all against them. So it was a very physical game from both ends. It was a really good game as well. But I mean, every single bucket I got in that game, I had to fight for it, or if I'm not, I'm shooting over someone that's 6'6". So, I mean, it was just a really good, but also really physical game from both ends. So, I think that was probably definitely the most physical game I've had.
So, what's been the most eye-opening moment of your career?
I I'm gonna say from last season, I'm gonna say the first game I started, I I came in versus Hurricane at home, started my first game, and I probably played the worst game of my season last year. I had like 2 points on like 1 for 6 or something like that. But it was definitely eye-opening just because, I mean, after that game, my teammates, they never looked at me differently. Like I started my first game, and especially my teammate that I took the starting position over, Matthew Mullen, he never looked at me differently, he never treated me differently. So it was really like eye-opening for me to see that my teammates are always going to be there, no matter how much they think they deserve the starting spot over me or not. They're always going to be there for me. So definitely the first game I started when I played really bad, it was definitely eye-opening to see that my teammates, no matter what, they're always going to be there for me.
All right, so what are the goals for you this summer?
Goals for me this summer. Um, so we have our AAU. So for me, it's just obviously just getting better every single day, trying to become the best player I can for next year. But also AAU, we have upcoming tournament live period. So we have like 3 live periods. So obviously I want to win our AAU Pro 16, 15U. So that's really the main goal. But also I just want to just keep getting better, keep getting stronger every single day so I can come in next year and prove uh what all the work that I put in. So really just getting better every single day as well as also our AAU stuff where I mean obviously I want to win our AAU circuit. So that's pretty much it for goals that I have in mind this summer.
All right, so how did it feel to be selected as All Valley Rookie of the Year?
I mean, it felt good. I honestly like I didn't really know how the rookie of the year worked. I didn't know if it was like state rookie of the year. So honestly, I didn't really know if I was gonna get an award for anything, but when I won it, it definitely felt really good to be chosen over a ton of other really good guys. Like all the other people I know that were nominated after it, they were I mean like Myden, McCaden, Parker, they all played really good last season and contributed to their varsity teams as well. So to be chosen for it, I was really just happy as well as, you know, talking to my other friends. They were really happy for me. So it was a good feeling to, you know, given an award for all the work that I put in.
Mhm. So all right, so how did it feel to see when you was ranked number three in the class of 2028? How did you feel kind of? Like,
Uh Honestly, I don't really like look at rankings like that, but I mean my dad sent me something that showed me the rankings and I saw that I was 3 behind Cam and Mercer and Keaton Terry. So It was just it was a really good feeling. I didn't because I think I was 6 at the beginning of the season to move up 3 spaces over guys that are really good, and it just it was a really good feeling to be chosen over guys that I've played against, that I played with, that I know are really really good players. So to be number 3, you know, just trying to only go up from there, trying to get as high as I can, but I don't really look at rankings too much because I don't, especially right now as a freshman, because I don't really think it matters too much. But as we go up through the years, I mean, the rankings will change like every day pretty much. So, but it was an overall just good feeling to be put in that top 3.
well, that's it.
That's it.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your
Uh,
time today, man.
Hey, thank you for having me, bro.
All right, make sure y'all stay wired in. Show Dominic some love, man. Thank you once again, man.
Hey, thank you, bro. I'll see you. Catch you later.
Yes, sir. Catch you later.